Khabib was out there. Khabib was cornering somebody, and Khabib did a workout in the back room, and my coach sat and watched it. And he said, Khabib didn't have, these master submissions or things you haven't seen before. It was all pretty straightforward. He said, but he had a pressure. And he said, first, let me tell you what the workout was. Okay, so Khabib comes in, he's got 5 guys. What the workout is going to be is one by one, Khabib is going to work out with each guy until each guy gives up. Once the guy's had enough, reaches a level of exhaustion, he's done and the next guy comes in. My coach said the workout was 90 minutes. The first guy was the most talented guy, made it 20. 20 minutes and the guy goes, I'm done. I have nothing left to offer you. Great, Khabib stays in, new guy comes in. Guy number 2 comes in for 15 minutes or so. Guy number 3 comes in for 15 minutes or so. The guy number 4. And then when it was done, Khabib was standing up and all 5 guys were laying down just from exhaustion. He didn't hurt them. It was a grappling workout. He didn't hurt these guys.
I think I'd fight. Oh, man. I think this is all respect to my man, Khabib Normegomadov. I think I would like to fight him because he's so good about what he does. And he doesn't care about what you bring to the table. And I like that aspect about him. Or even GSP, even John Jones, those guys are considered amongst the greats in the world. But I think Khabib Normegomadov, he's one of the fighters now that gets me, like, when he's about to fight, like, I get up. I'm like, oh, yeah, the Eagle's coming to maul somebody. And I think the reason why is because he's so humble. Like, I love humble athletes, and I think how he goes about his day. Like, when Nate said when he flew out of the country to Russia, and then he was like, if UFC wants to continue without me, go ahead. I don't care. I mean, as long as something can do, I can get out of the country. What do you want me to do? I respect that about him. Like, he's not like throwing a big fit about it.
With the way Khabib's been, the way he's been in his career, the fights he's had, like I just see him barring, like getting clipped with something and just getting flash knocked out. Because honestly, I think if you clipped him and he went down but was still conscious enough to grab a single, he won't go away. He won't go away. He won't go away. I don't see him losing, being beaten by anybody. Honestly, I can't see him being beaten because he is surprisingly good at not getting hit when he's not in the wrestling distance. Like, he's very good at that. You saw with fights with like Barboza, and he's good at like staying away, and with McGregor even. Like, he's good at staying away
and rushing in too.
And then he just rushes in, and because of the threat, the takedown is so real. Like, it's so dangerous, that threat. He can get in almost unmolested. He just gets in and then throws bombs or goes for a shot. And if he grabs anything, grabs your little toe, he'll use that as an anchor to start climbing up. Like, I don't see him losing, or I don't see anyone having the skill sets to beat him, barring just getting knocked out flush. Feeling him pressure you up against the fence, because I am sure it's got to feel otherworldly. Because when he gets you, he sticks to you like glue. He doesn't move. Granted, his positions are 90% always perfect, and he's doing the right things, and he's laying the right pressures, and
he's getting to the next position before you are.
And he's ahead of you, and he's also hitting you at the same time, making you, like, taking your attention away from the defense so that he can transition into the next stage of it flawlessly. But he sticks. He doesn't leave. Like, a lot of the stuff I saw him do, I've tried doing it on the mats with the boys, with the guys, and it is so hard. It is so hard.
The problem is that these guys at lightweight, they just don't know what it's like when Khabib gets a hold of them. And I've been with most top talents I've seen at lightweight and welterweight, and I've grappled with them. And Khabib he's more than anything that any lightweight has ever really felt, and most of all welterweights. So I don't care who you are, how slippery you are, even if you're Tony Ferguson, slippery, it's just not. You're not gonna feel the same thing when Khabib gets a hold of you and slow you down. You'd have to get him with something wild, something early, because the longer that thing went, the more times Khabib got a hold of him, it wouldn't go well for him.
Yeah, I think that should be one of the toughest matchups, because he really can grapple. People don't I study a lot of fights. I saw a lot of his fights. I know he can grapple a lot. He has a great wrestling. He's good on stand-up. People think he's not good. I think he's good. I just don't think he uses so much. I see a battle. I see a war. I believe, like I said, I believe it can beat every single one of these guys. I always believe. But I think Khabib will be the hardest fight. I still believe it can beat, but that will be a war.
You know, I've actually trained with Khabib too. You know, we're managed by the same guy, so you know, I'm friendly with him. He's a different animal, man. He's a beast, and I don't think many people are like him. You know, so you know, Edson, I gotta say, he showed a lot of heart in that fight. You know, he was getting hammered pretty good even in the first round. Somehow he made it to the third round, and even when he ended up on his feet in the third round, he was still looking for a way to win, throwing real kicks, you know, crazy stuff. But you know, Khabib is like I said, he's just a different animal, man.
When you fight him live rounds, there's not really anybody else in the world that I'm afraid of, you know. So it's a blessing, and then, you know, it's a challenge, man. It's something that I look forward to when he comes into town, and we'll continue this little relationship as he shows up. So, man, it's a lot of fun. It's hard, but like I said, there's just not going to be very many people out there that are like him, able to spar him in live rounds and punch each other in the face.
The bottom line is that guy's so much better than him as a grappler. So much better.
Yep.
I mean, he is on such a high level. When I talk to Daniel Cormier says that guy schools world-class wrestlers in the gym, just throws people around.
Yeah, assassins.
Yeah.
Like probably one after another.
Yeah, he's
imagine
he's
the training.
A special talent. He's been wrestling since he was a little kid, man. I mean, he really has. You ever see the video of him wrestling a bear?
No, but I want to.
You never saw it?
No, but I want to.
It's fucking hilarious. It's him wrestling a brown bear. It's like a small brown bear. Like a Russian brown bear. Like our version of a grizzly in Russia.
Yeah, it's real tough, obviously. A lot of people make a big deal about how strong he is. That's one question I get. Like, oh, how strong is he? Well, it's not his strength that's overwhelming. It's his constant movement and his ability to kind of shut down what you're doing, especially on the ground. Like when we grappled, I just couldn't do anything. Like I couldn't move my hips. He really like isolated me down, and like I said, it wasn't from his strength. It was more from his positioning, and you know, he's always in good position, and you know, he is like very explosive and quick.